When everyone is against you, don't rush to prove them wrong. Stay silent. Stay disciplined. Because the people who attack you are not always stronger than you. Sometimes they are only afraid of the person you are becoming. They will misunderstand you. They will laugh at your beginning. They will twist your silence into weakness and your growth into arrogance. But listen carefully. A mountain does not move because the wind is angry. A flame does not ask darkness for permission to shine. So stop begging to be understood by people who benefit from misunderstanding you. This is not the moment to collapse. This is the moment to become dangerous, not with anger, not with revenge, but with calm, focus, and unbreakable self-control. Because the greatest victory is not when they regret doubting you. The greatest victory is when their doubt can no longer touch your peace. The moment everyone turns against you is the moment life is asking one question. Are you standing on borrowed strength? Or have you finally found your own? Because when people clap for you, it is easy to believe you are strong. When people praise you, it is easy to walk with confidence. When the room is warm, when the faces are smiling, when the voices are encouraging, even a weak mind can feel powerful. But when the same room becomes silent, when the same faces become cold, when the same voices begin to doubt you, mock you, reject you, or misunderstand you, then you discover what kind of person is really living inside your skin. Most people lose the battle, not because the world is stronger than them. They lose because they start fighting the wrong enemy. They fight every opinion. They fight every insult. They fight every person who doubts them. They waste their energy proving, explaining, reacting, defending. And slowly, without noticing, they hand their peace to the very people who wanted to disturb it. When everyone is against you, your first victory is not to defeat them. Your first victory is to not become like them. Do not allow their bitterness to make you bitter. Do not allow their noise to make you noisy. Do not allow their cruelty to pull cruelty out of you. If they throw fire at your path, do not become fire, become water. Move with patience. Flow around the stone. Find the opening. Keep your direction. Water does not argue with the mountain, yet over time it shapes the mountain. This is why you must understand something very deeply. Opposition is not always a sign that you are wrong. Sometimes opposition is the shadow that appears when you finally start walking toward the light. When you choose discipline, lazy people will feel judged. When you choose silence, loud people will feel ignored. When you choose growth, comfortable people will feel threatened. When you choose truth, people who live in illusion will call you difficult. When you stop begging for approval, people who controlled you through approval will call you arrogant. This is not always because you have become bad. Sometimes it is because you have become free, but freedom has a price. The price is loneliness. The price is misunderstanding. The price is walking for a while without applause. The price is continuing when no one is clapping, no one is comforting you, and no one is telling you that you are doing the right thing. This is where many people turn back. They say, maybe I should stop. Maybe I should become smaller. Maybe I should become easier for others to accept. And slowly, they cut pieces from their own soul just to fit into a room that was never built for their growth. Do not do this. A tree does not ask the grass for permission to grow tall. The mountain does not lower itself because the valley feels small. The sun does not apologize for rising because someone prefers darkness. If your path is honest, if your intention is clean, if your actions are rooted in discipline, then keep walking. But do not confuse stubbornness with strength. There is a difference between standing firm and being blind. A strong person listens. A weak person only reacts. When people are against you, do not immediately decide that they are all enemies. Some people criticize you because they hate your growth. But some people warn you because they see a danger you have not seen yet. Wisdom is knowing the difference, so. When opposition comes, pause. Breathe. Look inside. Ask yourself, is there truth hidden inside this pain? If there is truth, take it, even if it comes from a mouth that does not love you. Truth is still useful, even when carried by an enemy. But if there is only poison, do not drink it, just because someone offers it with confidence. Many people are destroyed because they swallow every opinion as if it is medicine. Not every voice deserves a place inside your mind. Some voices are only echoes of jealousy. Some voices are only fear speaking through another person. Some voices are only the anger of people who never had the courage to build their own life, so they attack anyone who is building theirs. You must become careful about what you allow to enter you. If someone insults you, it is a sound. If you believe it, it becomes a wound. If you carry it, it becomes a chain. If you act from it, it becomes your master. Do not give a passing voice permanent power. When everyone is against you, your mind becomes the battlefield, not the street, not the office, not the family gathering, not the comment section. The real battlefield is within you. One part of you wants to stay calm. Another part wants to explode. One part wants to continue. Another part wants to quit. One part remembers your purpose. Another part is tired and whispers, "What is the use?" This is the moment you must train, not when life is peaceful. Anyone can be calm in a quiet room. Real calm is tested when the room is burning. Anyone can speak softly when respected. Real softness is tested when insulted. Anyone can say, "I believe in myself," when supported. Real belief is tested when the whole world says, "You will fail." Do not wait for the world to become gentle before you become strong. The world may never become gentle. Become strong anyway. But understand this clearly. Strength is not shouting louder. Strength is not proving everyone wrong every minute. Strength is not walking around with anger in your chest saying, "I will show them." That kind of strength burns quickly. It gives you energy for a few days, maybe a few months, but then it poisons you. If your entire motivation is revenge, then your enemy is still controlling your direction. A disciplined person does not move from revenge. A disciplined person moves from purpose. Purpose is calm. Revenge is noisy. Purpose builds. Revenge destroys. Purpose can carry you through years of hardship. Revenge collapses when the person you hate stops watching. So ask yourself, if no one ever sees your success, will you still continue? If no one ever apologizes, will you still heal? If no one ever admits they were wrong about you, will you still become better? This question is important because the highest victory is not when they regret doubting you. The highest victory is when you no longer need their regret. Many people say, "I want to win when everyone is against me." But what does winning mean? Does it mean becoming famous? Does it mean becoming rich? Does it mean making everyone feel small? No. Real winning is when they try to make you lose your character, but you kept it. They try to make you hate yourself, but you learned yourself. They try to make you react like a fool, but you responded like a master. They try to bury your spirit, but you grew roots in the dark. That is winning. You win when you stop begging to be understood by people committed to misunderstanding you. You win when you stop explaining your pure intention to people who benefit from calling it dirty. You win when you stop standing at closed doors, bleeding your hands, asking people to let you into places where your soul cannot breathe. Sometimes the door closes because life is protecting your future. But because you are hurt, you only see rejection. You do not see redirection. You do not see that the people who left created space for the people who belong. You do not see that the attack forced you to build strength you would never have built in comfort. Pain is not always punishment. Sometimes pain is training. In training, the muscle feels pressure. The breath becomes heavy. The body trembles. But the pressure is not there to destroy the body. It is there to awaken capacity. Life works the same way. Opposition presses us against you and reveals what is weak, what is untrained, what is dependent, what is easily shaken. It shows you where your roots are shallow. Do not curse the pressure too quickly. Pressure can become your teacher. If everyone is against you, ask, what is this teaching me? Is it teaching me patience? Is it teaching me courage? Is it teaching me silence? Is it teaching me boundaries? Is it teaching me to stand alone? Is it teaching me to stop depending on praise? Is it teaching me to become so rooted in my own values that the wind can touch me but not move me? There is a kind of person who only becomes powerful when the crowd supports them. This person is like a candle in the wind. The flame exists, but it is easily disturbed. Then there is another kind of person who becomes powerful in solitude. This person is like a coal hidden under ash, quiet, hot, enduring, not asking to be seen, not needing to be celebrated, but carrying fire within. Become that kind of person. When people attack you, do not rush to answer. A rushed answer often comes from a wounded ego, not a clear mind. Wait until your breath returns. Wait until the storm inside becomes a lake. Then, speak only if speaking serves truth. Silence is not weakness. Silence is often a higher form of control. The uncontrolled person must respond to everything. The disciplined person chooses where to place energy. Think about this. If someone can control your mood with one sentence, then they are holding the key to your inner house. If someone can make you lose sleep because of their opinion, then they are living inside your mind without paying rent. If someone can pull you away from your work by provoking your pride, then they have defeated you without touching you. Do not let this happen. Guard your attention like a warrior guards a gate. Not everything deserves entry. Not every battle deserves your sword. Sometimes the strongest move is to bow, step aside, and continue building. People may laugh at your beginning because they cannot see your ending. Let them laugh. The seed is always smaller than the tree. The first step is always weaker than the 1,000th step. The beginner is always easier to mock than the master, but the master was once mocked too. The difference is simple. The master did not stop. You must learn to continue while being unseen. Continue while being underestimated. Continue while being criticized. Continue while being lonely. Continue while being tired. This is how ordinary effort becomes unbreakable discipline. When the world is against you, routine becomes your refuge. Wake up, train your body, clean your space. Do your work, read, reflect, improve, sleep with dignity, repeat, do not wait for motivation. Motivation is a visitor, discipline is a home. If your emotions are unstable, return to your routine. If your mind is loud, return to your breath. If people are attacking you, return to your work. If fear is rising, return to your principles. The person who has a daily practice cannot be easily destroyed by a daily insult. You must become boring in the eyes of chaos. Chaos wants drama. Give it discipline. Chaos wants reaction. Give it stillness. Chaos wants you to abandon yourself. Give it presence. The one who can remain steady while being provoked holds a power that cannot be stolen. But do not pretend that it does not hurt. It does hurt. When people you trusted turn against you, it hurts. When your name is spoken wrongly, it hurts. When your intentions are twisted, it hurts. When you stand alone and wonder why people cannot see your heart, it hurts. Do not deny the hurt. Denied pain becomes hidden anger. Hidden anger becomes bitterness. Bitterness becomes a prison. Sit with the pain, breathe through it, let it speak. But do not let it lead. Pain is a messenger, not a master. You may cry, but do not collapse. You may rest, but do not quit. You may feel afraid, but do not let fear choose your path. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is walking while fear walks beside you. There will be nights when you question everything. You will replay conversations. You will wonder what you did wrong. You will imagine what they are saying. Your mind will create courts, arguments, defenses, punishments. Stop. Bring yourself back. What matters is not what they are saying in rooms you are not in. What matters is what you are becoming in the room where you are. Are you becoming more honest, more disciplined, more patient, more skilled, more aware, more peaceful? Then you are winning. Do not measure your progress by how loudly the world approves. Measure your progress by how little the world can disturb your center. A person who needs approval is always poor, even when wealthy. A person who has self-respect is always rich, even when alone. When everyone is against you, you must build an inner court. In that court, your values are the judge, your actions are the evidence, your conscience is the witness. Do not let the crowd become the judge of your life. Crowds change. Today they praise, tomorrow they condemn. Today they call you wise, tomorrow they call you foolish. If you live by their voices, you will never stand still long enough to know yourself. Live by principles. Principles are anchors. They hold you when emotions rise. They remind you who you are when others try to define you. Your principle may be, I will not lie, even when lying would protect me. I will not betray, even when betrayed. I will not become cruel, even when treated cruelly. I will keep training, even when unseen. I will keep my word, even when others break theirs. I will act with dignity, even when others act without it. This is not easy. That is why it is powerful. The world respects results, but life respects roots. Results can be seen. Roots are hidden. Results may come later. Roots must be built now. When everyone is against you, build roots. Build the part no one claps for. Build the patience. Build the skill. Build the emotional control. Build the quiet confidence. Build the ability to stand without applause. One day, the same people who doubted you may ask how you did it. They will look for a secret. They will think it happened suddenly. They will not see the mornings you forced yourself to rise. They will not see the nights you swallowed your pride and chose peace. They will not see the silent moments when you wanted to quit but stayed. They will only see the tree. They will not see the roots. Let them misunderstand the process. You are not building for their understanding. And remember this. When people are against you, not all of them are against your future. Some are against the version of you they can no longer control. Some are against the mirror your growth holds in front of them. Some are against their own fear, but they aim it at you. Some are not against you at all. They are simply lost in their own pain. Do not carry hatred for all of them. Hatred makes the heart heavy. A heavy heart cannot climb high. Forgive, but do not forget the lesson. Forgiveness does not mean giving unsafe people the same access again. Forgiveness means you remove the poison from your own chest. Boundaries mean you do not drink it twice. You can wish someone peace and still walk away. You can love from a distance. You can respect someone's humanity while refusing their behavior. This is maturity. This is discipline. When everyone is against you, choose your circle carefully. One calm person who believes in your character is better than 100 loud people who only enjoy your success. You do not need many people. You need honest people. People who correct you without humiliating you. People who support you without making you dependent. People who tell you truth, not just comfort. But if no one is there, do not panic. Solitude is not emptiness. Solitude is a temple if you know how to enter it. In solitude, you hear your own voice again. You see where you have been pretending. You see where you have been chasing. You see where you have been giving power away. Solitude can be painful at first because it removes distraction. But after a while, it becomes clean air. Many people fear being alone because they have not made peace with themselves. Make peace with yourself. Sit quietly. Breathe. Ask what you truly want. Ask what kind of person you are becoming. Ask what you must stop doing. Ask what you must begin. The answers may not come loudly. They may come as a small feeling, a small direction, a small next step. Follow it. You do not need to see the whole path to take the next step. The lantern only lights a few feet ahead, but that is enough to cross the forest. When the whole world feels against you, reduce life to the next right action. Do not carry the whole mountain in your mind. Just place one foot, then another, then another. Wash the cup. Answer with respect. Finish the task. Train for 10 minutes. Write one page. Send one application. Study one lesson. Make one honest decision. Small actions become a bridge over great despair. People think victory comes from one grand moment, but most victories are built from small choices repeated when no one is watching. The choice to not answer an insult. The choice to not check what they said about you. The choice to not return to people who break your peace. The choice to do your work even when your heart is heavy. The choice to sleep instead of spiraling. The choice to wake up instead of hiding. The choice to improve instead of complain. These choices are invisible, but they are sacred. You must become loyal to your future, not addicted to your pain. Pain can become an identity. Be careful. Some people are so used to being wounded that they do not know who they are without the wound. They keep telling the story, touching the scar, feeding the memory, reopening the door. They say they want freedom, but they keep building a home inside the past. Do not live there. Yes, they hurt you. Yes, they doubted you. Yes, they stood against you. But now you must ask, what will you do with this? Will you become smaller or will you become deeper? Will you become cruel or will you become wiser? Will you spend your life proving them wrong or will you spend your life becoming true? Becoming true is greater than proving wrong. When you are true, you do not need to perform strength. You carry it quietly. You do not need to announce your healing. It shows in your eyes. You do not need to tell everyone you have changed. It shows in your choices. You do not need to defeat every enemy. Many enemies are defeated by your peace. There is a powerful moment when someone tries to provoke the old you, but the old you no longer answers. They push the button, but nothing happens. They speak the insult, but it does not enter. They expect anger, but meet silence. They expect collapse, but see stability. In that moment, you understand you are no longer controlled by the same chains. This is victory, not loud, not dramatic, but real. The world may still be unfair. People may still misunderstand. You may still face resistance. But inside, something has changed. You are no longer asking the storm for permission to be calm. You are no longer asking the crowd for permission to stand. You are no longer asking enemies to recognize your worth. You have returned to yourself when everyone is against you. Protect your energy from the hunger to explain. Explanation is useful when someone wants to understand. Explanation is wasted when someone wants to attack. Do not confuse the two. A sincere question deserves patience. A dishonest accusation does not deserve your soul. Some people do not want clarity. They want conflict. They ask questions not to learn, but to trap. They listen not to understand, but to respond. They twist every word because their goal is not truth. Their goal is victory over you. In such moments, silence is not avoidance. Silence is wisdom. Let your life answer over time. Time is a powerful speaker. It reveals what words cannot. It reveals who was pretending. It reveals who was loyal. It reveals who had discipline. It reveals who was only making noise. Do not rush to be understood by Tuesday. Let the seasons speak. A bamboo does not break the ground with impatience. For a long time, it grows beneath the surface. People see nothing and think nothing is happening. But the roots are spreading. The foundation is forming. Then suddenly, growth appears fast. But it was not sudden. It was hidden preparation. You may be in the hidden preparation now. Do not despise this stage. This is where strength is made. This is where your ego is burned. This is where your mind is trained. This is where you learn to move without praise. This is where you become dangerous to every limitation that once held you. Not dangerous because you harm others. Dangerous because you cannot be easily stopped. The person who does not need applause is dangerous to manipulation. The person who can stand alone is dangerous to control. The person who can remain calm under attack is dangerous to chaos. The person who keeps improving in silence is dangerous to every prediction made against them. Become that person. But remember, becoming that person requires honesty. Do not use opposition as an excuse to avoid self-examination. Sometimes people are against you because your behavior needs correction. Sometimes your pride has hurt others. Sometimes your ambition has made you careless. Sometimes your pain has made you harsh. A warrior must be brave enough to face enemies outside, but also humble enough to face darkness inside. Sit with yourself and ask, where have I been wrong? Where must I apologize? Where must